Hey, what's up, guys? It is Dibes, Mr. Crockpot on Twitter. Today, I want to talk to you about one of the fastest players in the 2020 NFL Draft and one of the best players in Alabama history. It is Henry Ruggs III. How does he fit with the Philadelphia Eagles? The question remains, with so many wide receivers in the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft, will Henry Ruggs III fall far enough so that the Eagles can grab him? Let's take a quick look. Howie Roseman spoke recently about needing to add youth and speed on the Philadelphia Eagles, while Henry Ruggs III would be a great step one for Carson Wentz and the offense. A few fun facts about Henry Ruggs. He broke the Class 7A 100-meter dash record with a 10.58 in the state championship. NFL scouts timed Henry Ruggs in the 4.25 range in the 40-yard dash during his junior pro day. He was 24th in the NCAA last season with 18.6 yards per reception. He ranked third on Alabama's career touchdown reception list with 24, just one behind teammate Jerry Jeudy. He owns the team long rush of 75 yards and the second longest reception of 81 yards for the Crimson Tide in 2019, and 26 of his 40 receptions went for a first down or a touchdown for Alabama last season. Just absolutely crazy. When you look at the draft projections for this 2020 NFL Draft, currently he's going 15th by CBS Sports. He's projected to go 12th via The Athletic. The Draft Network has him going 15th. Sporting News says 21st. Sportsnaut says 19th, and Walter Football has him going 22nd. When I watch tape of Henry Ruggs III, the first player that immediately comes to mind is John Ross III. Not in the way of comparing these two as prospects, but more so draft projection. With world-class speed, it's no shock that Henry Ruggs is projected to go in the first round. John Ross III broke Chris Johnson's 4.24 record time in the 40-yard dash. You should also expect Ruggs to put up some incredible combine numbers, along with all the significant amount of buzz that's going to come with it. John Ross's combine performance got him into the top 10. He was actually drafted 9th overall in the 2017 NFL Draft. Could we be seeing the same story take place in 2020? Could Henry Ruggs beat John Ross's record 40 time? Don't get frightened if you're worried about John Ross's production in the NFL, however. Ruggs has the hands, the blocking, and the leadership qualities that Howie Roseman and Doug Peterson are craving. What would Henry Ruggs III bring to the Philadelphia Eagles? Regardless of position, it's no secret that the Philadelphia Eagles need speed across the board. The Eagles need playmakers at the wide receiver position. Well, guess what? Henry Ruggs III brings greasy, fast speed that would be a welcome addition to the Eagles receiving corps. Having a speedster like Henry Ruggs to be mentored under Deshaun Jackson next season would be absolutely incredible. However, Henry Ruggs is not your prototypical burner. Ruggs also excels at catching the ball through traffic and playing bigger than his 190-pound frame. Despite the frame, Ruggs has a great catch radius that would make him an ideal fit next to Carson Wentz. With Nelson Aguilar and Alshon Jeffrey likely playing their last games in Philly, drafting an elite playmaker like Ruggs is quite simply a no-brainer. Why Henry Ruggs would be a perfect fit for the Eagles? There were a few rumors a few months ago that Howie Roseman was taking a hard look at trading for Robbie Anderson, one of the better deep ball threats in the NFL. Robbie Anderson remains an option this season. We'll see what the money situation looks like, but I'm not opposed to signing Anderson and drafting Ruggs in the first round. Robbie Anderson and Henry Ruggs on the outside with J-Jaw in the slot could be something very special for the Birds. The Eagles desperately missed Deshaun Jackson's presence this season. Although he'll be back in 2020, Howie and the Birds not only need to assess this offseason, but also 2020 and beyond. While Ruggs might not be the best receiver in the draft, check out our recent draft projection on CeeDee Lamb by Justin, he may be the most important to the Eagles. Having a dominant speed receiver that stretches the field vertically adds an entire new dimension to the offense. Most notably, the field would open up completely for one Miles Sanders in his second season. Wentz's elite arm strength and Ruggs' big playability are a match made in heaven. The question is, would you trade up for Henry Ruggs? With 10 picks and so many holes on the Eagles roster, I can see both arguments being made for a trade. The Eagles defense has major needs at cornerback and especially at defensive end. And we didn't even go to linebacker. With 2 third-round picks and 3 fourth-round picks, Howie Roseman should have all the ammo he needs to move up a few slots if available. What are some areas that Henry Ruggs III needs to strengthen? He needs to work on route running. He needs to become more physical at the line. It's not surprising that Ruggs beat college defensive backs primarily on his speed alone. Ruggs doesn't have the finesse or the ability to create separation on the line right now. While he plays bigger than his listed height and weight, he will have a difficult time against some of the top press corners in the NFL. No one should be concerned about Ruggs' production at Alabama. Playing behind guys like Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, and Calvin Ridley at wide receiver, it's understandable why Ruggs never topped 1,000 yards in a season. Does Ruggs project as a number 1 wide receiver in the NFL? That is a major question mark for Ruggs moving forward, but he has all the foundation for becoming an elite wide receiver in the NFL. What do I expect from Henry Ruggs in 2020? I expect him to be an immediate matchup nightmare the second he plays his first NFL snap. DeSean Jackson had 912 yards and 15 yards per catch during his rookie season with the Philadelphia Eagles. Playing alongside Carson Wentz, Zach Ertz, Miles Sanders, Dallas Goedert, and DeSean Jackson, there would be ample opportunities for Ruggs to get behind defensive backs in 2020. This is a very special prospect. The Eagles need playmakers, and it would be criminal for a talent like this not to play with Carson Wentz next season. Thank you so much for watching. This is Dibes, Mr. Crockpot on Twitter. For all of our Eagles draft content, make sure to check out thepaintedlines.com. Stay awesome, guys.